right, welcome back to the Check Me Out Showcase Seattle. We appreciate you joining us here on Prospects Nation TV. This is game 2 of day 2. It's been a great event thus far. As we approach the last few games, last few webcasts of the weekend, bittersweet to say the least. This matchup features Team 4 versus Team 8. We're already off to the action. Here's Westbrook, fakes the pass, layup drill inside. Number 422, Evina Westbrook, had an impressive day 1 on the offensive and defensive end. There we see the 3 splash by Shyler Sullivan. So this game definitely off to a quick start, as both shot attempts by each team results in a made bucket. Pass intended for Westbrook, little too tall. Giovanna Najic gets the ball ahead. Elbow jumper wide open. It's off the mark. There's Amari Clinton coming the other way. That pass intended for number 122, Akila Williams. Williams, another Tree of Hope representative here. Have a kick ball on the defense. That was number 110 in the white jersey, Addison Walters, who had the ball there on that possession. She's a player you can also keep an eye on in addition to being a sharpshooter. Was really able to show her reputation as a shooter. To use that shot fake and go around defenders trying to close out. Saw that a lot in day 1. Here's Nojic, hesitates, drives, and she's going to be fouled on the floor. Little rondo action off the back. Short on the layup attempt, though. Gets it to Harrell. Harrell has it knocked away. Nice defense on the inside. Count the floater. 107. That's Tarisha Banner with that last floater, and therefore the team in the white jerseys. Amari Clinton with a nice save. Should get it to Banner. Banner has that shot blocked, but Team White retains possession. Here's Joyce Harrell. Stutter step ball knocked out of bounds though by Westbrook. Talked about how Westbrook, number 422 there in the white jersey, how she impressed on both ends. The defensive end, most definitely. As we saw a matchup between her and Amber Ramirez, one of the better guards here at the camping. She really exerted her will on the defensive end there in that game. See another defensive play there. She's going to sub out. We have a wave of substitutions by both teams. Looks like we're going to have a loose ball foul there. Going to go against number 253. There's Mackenzie Gardner with the ball, guarded by Gina Martin. All's well that ends well there. That pass was intended for the post, squirted along the back door. The reverse no good by Gardner. Markson, that's a good look from 3 for her. She's just short. Shots off, rebounded by Dominique Williams. Good work on the inside. Nice box out and the finish. Audrey Weiner. Weiner, the lone Peach State representative here at the Check Me Out Showcase. Plays club ball for Georgia Elite. Nice backdoor cut. The assist by Alexandria Ellis. The finish by Mackenzie Keeter. Nice pass inside. Fouled on the shot attempt. It's Audrey Weiner. She'll go to the line and shoot 1 for 2. No good on the shot. Nice defense right there. Ball snatched away. Lacey Hull. Ball going to be last touched. Last touch by team 8 there, so it'll go to team 4. Mid-range J knocked down like clockwork there by number 111. Again, that's Lacey Hull. Hull, a class of 2018 prospect. Nice step through and the finish. Good bucket there by number 54, Elena Temez. Got to correct an earlier statement in the webcast. Temez is another representative of the San Antonio's finest ball club, in addition to Amber Ramirez as well as Desiree Caldwell. Count the jump shot there, number 61, Alexandria Ellis. Ellis, another representative of the class of 2018 here in this game. Good defense by Temez. Has it poked away, but regains it. Scores the bucket. Impressive sequence there for Temez. Back-to-back buckets for her. Has been able to get to the rack consistently, really since the start of this game. And finished that one over the bigger Dominique Williams. Here we see her guarding the ball, knocks that one away, but Walters picks it up. And again, we see Walters using that ability to shoot to get the defender leaning and capitalize on the inside. Here's Westbrook, gonna take it all the way. Westbrook, she's been a fun player to watch here on both days of the Check Me Out Showcase. You look at players like both her and Nora Click, who was featured in our first webcast here today. You like what they can do with their length on both ends, not only from a standpoint of defending and rebounding, but having that wingspan at their disposal on the offensive end as well. Three-pointer just short. There's Walters with the rebound. Walters coming the other way. A little bit of contact there. Nice defense by Walters. Amari Clinton picks it up. Clinton gonna try a three-pointer. Cash. Amari Clinton from three. Another Tree of Hope representative here in this one. Banner going to be called for the travel. Nice cut, fouled on the shot is Lauren Musgrove. She'll get her first trip to the free throw line. Musgrove representing Bucky's Elite. Makes the most out of that trip to the line. Westbrook gonna try the three. No good. Clinton with another offensive rebound. Pass intended for Westbrook. There comes Nojic the other way. Good pass ahead. Musgrove had it knocked out of bounds. Nice size guard there. Number 260, Giovanna Nojic. Nojic, the class of 2017. Listed as a shooting guard. Walters gonna hand it off. Westbrook misses the first, working hard to get a second opportunity and makes the most out of it. Lavina Westbrook, class of 2017 guard. Nojic splits through the defense, kicks it out. Gets the assist. Tray ball knocked down by number 122, Akila Williams. Get a round of substitutions in. One of the quicker, more athletic players here in the camp, number 45, passes the ball off to Hull. Number 45 is Chanice Lewis. Williams out to Lewis. Lewis gonna dial up the three-pointer, no good. Nojic with the rebound. Still early, but I've really seen Nojic on number 260 for the team in the black jerseys do a great job of pushing the ball ahead and really giving their teammates the ball in a good position to score. There we have the and one, Janice Lewis. And using that athleticism to get to the rack and finish when doing so. Beats the contact. Three-point play the hard way. This camp showcase setting, if it's a foul and the bucket is made, the free throw is automatically counted. Nice defense by Dominique Williams. Gives it, gets it back. Nice move right there, off on the jump shot though, is Williams. Lewis with the spin move and the finish. A razzle-dazzle by Shanice Lewis. Class of 2017 guard, plays club ball for Below the Rim. Nojic gonna try the three-pointer. Second shot we've seen her take all game. She's done a lot of getting others involved, passing the ball ahead. Shows a touch from three-point land there on that play. Here's Tamez. Over to Nojic. Nojic's looking inside for Harrell. Easy bucket off the inbounds. Assist by Gina Markson. It's Kiana Jones with the bucket. Markson and Jones, two Seattle transition members. Markson gets the steal. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Hull, but it'll stick with Team 8. Lewis, good if it goes, and it is good. The bank's open for Janice Lewis. She ends the first half on a positive note there for Team 4. We appreciate you joining us here on Prospects Nation TV. We'll take a short break for halftime and catch you back here in a few.
Next week.
And welcome back to the Check Me Out Showcase. Seattle, we're going to bring you the second half of this one, Team 4 versus Team 8. I have the pleasure of Chris Hansen taking a second to join us on this one. Chris, day 2, game 2. It's been a great slate here on Prospects Nation TV thus far. Your thoughts?
Yeah, today ball's moving better. We got people figuring out it's easier to score without the basketball, moving without the basketball than it is trying to create off the dribble. And so I think this morning's been a lot better.
Yeah. Addison Walters with the ball up top now, gets it over to Westbrook. Westbrook driving baseline.
He's really stepped up. Like, I thought she played terrific at USA basketball trials. For whatever reason, her and Lindsay Crosaro ended up getting cut on the very first cut, and it just baffled me. And she's kind of putting her in this scenario where she can do more than just what she's asked to do on her AAU team. She's looked great. And Addie, too. Like, everybody typecast her as a shooter, but as we saw in the first half, she's using that to get to the rim. She's strong. She finishes with contact. She's making an official visit to NYU on September 11th. Kind of an eerie day to fly out to New York, but you know, she'd be really good there. They got a kid in the 14 class named Drew Cabral that came to a couple of our showcases too that can really play. And if NYU gets those two kids, they're going to be pretty dominant at D3 level.
Yeah. As a Washington University and St. Louis attendee, I'm familiar with NYU on that D3 level. Not a bad option to have, but as you mentioned with the play of Addison Walters, I'm sure she'll have some other options to consider as time goes on. Gina Markson going to be fouled on that play.
And she's a 2018. Gina's just getting going in high school, plays with Seattle Transition, has been really solid, just a savvy kid. You can't really shake her up. She plays like a woman in that regard. Her brain, pressure doesn't get to her. She just runs their stuff, and if you let her score, she goes score. As she turns it over. Yeah, that's my curse, I guess.
Trust me, I did that broadcaster's jinx on the turnover note several times yesterday. It just happens. But I was able to see Markson in person out there at the Summer Invitational there by PSB, and really enjoyed watching her in transition play. Taya Corsdale, who we had on Prospects Nation TV here live yesterday. Just a good Seattle transition program. You see Walters get another bucket there.
And they're a younger group. They stick together. You know, some of the other teams will try to poach kids, and you know, that's the game. You want the best kids in your program, but they've stuck together thus far and been really one of the more competitive teams in the area.
So you see Westbrook get another steal. Converting the defense into offense. She's been one of the better defenders here at the count.
Yeah, I mean, kids use the word lockdown a lot, but this kid actually can do it. I mean, I'm not talking on a possession after possession. She can just, and she's not just a good defender on the ball. She's aggressive off the ball, she anticipates, and she's got the strength that if it's a 50-50 ball, she's going to take it from you.
We see Amari Clinton getting a trip to the free throw line here. Going to have a batch of substitutions on Team 8 in number 252, Joyce Harrell.
Yeah, Joyce's recruitment really took off this summer. You know, in a class that's not real deep on the West Coast with size, she had a really good run in Chicago and picked up some offers. Texas Tech, Michigan had offered her, but they ended up taking a different kid at the same position. I know Arizona was talking to her a little bit. Plus, Boise State's been on her, Hawaii's been on her. Yeah, she's an effort kid. Joyce is always going to give you 100%.
A little bit of miscommunication on that pass. Actually, it was knocked out of bounds, so ball will stay with Team 8. A couple substitutions into the game for Team 4 here in the white jerseys, including number 45, Shanice Lewis, number 244, Dominique Williams, 111, Lacey Hull, 148, Mackenzie Gardner, and number 107, Tarisha Banner.
We were supposed to have Lacey Hull's twin sister with her too, Lexi, but she injured her ankle actually Friday before camp. She's here in the building. You can find her on the crutches, but it's a bummer they both couldn't play.
Yeah. There we see Gardner getting the bucket inside. Temez going to kick it to the corner. Three-pointer on the way, no good. We're seeing more of that Joyce Harrell effort inside.
The left too, I see you. Yeah, Tamez is good at Super 64 camp too. I mean, she's on the small side, but she's got good ball skill. She's heady. She always kicks it to the right, you know, makes the right play. Doesn't try to do more than she needs to do.
Agreed, representing San Antonio's finest well here.
Yeah, it's great to have those kids up here. To have 4 kids from San Antonio up here, you know, supporting the event and giving the West Coast kids a different look. They love to compete. Appreciate them coming out.
Williams off the mark on that three-pointer. Nojic with the rebound, gets it ahead to Harrell, chases it down, layup drill. Banner will bring it the other way, gets it inside the hole. Gonna be blocked out of bounds by Nojic.
And she just finds herself in the right place all the time.
Lewis, short on the shot. Temez with the rebound. All over that pass there was Gardner. Going to have a foul on the play. But when you talk about specialties, Hanson, what are some of the specialties that you've seen, or specialties in progress that you see here in this particular matchup?
Well, Shanice can just create, and what I've been really impressed with her, the development for her is not always ending in a shot. It's to set teammates up. It's to create separation to get other people the ball, to buy time to get open. I mean, she's so quick and so explosive. She can create space whenever she wanted, and that, I mean, to me, that's especially. Dominique Williams here, up guard, and Joyce on the perimeter, had a heck of a summer. Has really developed into a kid that can play on the three because she can shoot the ball well, and she's so much smarter. A year ago, you saw her in the post a lot, just a lot of banging and trying to score inside of 10 feet, and she's put a lot of work in, and she's getting BCS looks now, BCS conference looks, and that was non-existent a year ago.
Good hustle by Harrell. She gets another bucket.
Speaking of specialties, I mean, she just eats off the offensive glass. She doesn't need a whole lot of touches with her back to the basket to score. She does have some other things to her game, step back jumpers and things like that, but you know, she's a kid that's going to get 8 points a game easily just working the glass and getting putbacks.
Yeah. Case in point.
We got 6 of their last 8, I think, just off of putbacks.
Banner with it up top. Gets it to Hull. There's Dominique Williams. The outside aspect much improved. As I had a quick flashback of how she opened the game up against Missouri Phenoms there in Georgia. Started off with 3 straight threes there in that matchup for Boise Hoop Dreams.
Took her time in the post there. We didn't get the finish there, but that's an area she's really improved at. Instead of rushing the first finish, go ahead and keep your feet, pivot again, and make a good read.
Dominique Williams with a little 5-point burst of her own.
This happened last year, actually, with Joyce Harrell, but USC's Kristen Simon. There was a 3-minute stretch in the game where they just went at it. And it wasn't ball hogging or anything like that. It was just the matchups. They just couldn't stop scoring on each other, went back and forth. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Sounds similar to the Amber Ramirez versus Destiny Slocum matchup that we had to kick off the webcast yesterday.
Yeah, I snuck in and caught them playing open gym not too long ago, and they like playing on the same team, but you put them on the opposite team, and they're going to go at each other, and in not a disrespectful way. They love to compete against other kids like that.
Yeah. Jump ball possession. Arrow's going to kick it over.
Akila Williams could be a sleeper kid in this class. She's really athletic. She can make all the plays in terms of creating offense, driving to dish. It's just about figuring out when to do it and when to shoot. She can shoot. She can defend at a high level when she wants to. I think there's a kid that, man, if someone takes a chance on her, I think you could really develop that kid into an impact player.
Williams, class of 2015 guard. As I mentioned, one of the cluster of Tree of Hope representatives here at Check Me Out Seattle.
And she did something interesting. Instead of trying to force her way onto the top team and play a limited role for a pretty deep team, they were 13 deep this year. She chose to try to be the alpha on their second team, and it's been good for her. That's the type of player she wants to be. Sometimes you've got to check your ego and what your team name is called, and just go out and play basketball. You still go into all the same tournaments, you know, and if you're good enough, you're going to get seen.
Good hustle there by Kiana Jones. Unable to keep it in bounds, but Jones, another Seattle transition representative.
Yeah, you can't tell her not to hustle. We had her at mini camp in July, and it's just the same thing. You don't have to ask her to play hard ever.
Three-pointer on the way from Clinton. It's no good. Rebounded by Williams. Tough shot taken there by Kelderman. Here's Walters getting a good look at three. That's what she does.
It's a layup.
I love the way Walters has played the past couple days. You know, as we touched on, not relying on that bread and butter jump shot, but doing so many other things. But at the same time, knowing when to go to the sweet spot and knock the J down. But here, answering number 411, Lauren Musgrove with the bucket. Off the mark on that shot. Williams rebounds in traffic.
See what she does here. She created a really difficult shot there. I mean, she could have hesitated and probably got by her. She settled for a contested jumper. There's Lauren Musgrove running ahead. She came to minicamp about a month ago too. Other than Destiny Slocum, I've never had a kid in a workout environment go as hard as she did. We had agility ladders out, and she just shredded them. It was incredible. She plays with Alex Fast, who's also playing here this weekend with the Buc-ee's elite team out of Centralia. They call it Centralia because it's about the center between Seattle and Portland, about an hour and a half from here. Smaller town, but they're trying to get scholarships too.
Yeah, not a bad place to be, man. You know, halfway between Seattle and Rip City. Not bad at all.
Oh, I miss the NBA.
You know, just being in this city, Hanson, I feel your pain, man. You know, you just look at this city. How can you take an NBA franchise away from this city as we see Williams with another bucket there?
Hard pill to swallow. Ooh,
nice
okay,
finish. Tarisha Banner. Nice little razzle-dazzle in the teardrop inside.
I was asking for that yesterday. Could she get that little floater in between before she gets to the backside help and get it up on the glass before? And she's doing it today. Much better job today.
Here's Keano. A little bit of miscommunication on the pass. Markson will come the other way with it. Hesitates. Too strong on the shot. Good move.
Yeah, we needed Akila Williams to run a little wider there to create a lane, and she ran right up the middle of the floor.
Williams off the mark, offensive rebound. Out to Lewis.
Ooh.
Williams, lunch pail and helmet in hand, working on the inside.
There you see the player develop from the inside out. Hasn't bailed on being an inside player just because she can shoot the three. Yeah. This is a good matchup with her and Mackenzie Keeter. They're both really physical. They're not going to back down from each other. Probably be some bodies on the floor here or there.
Here's Lewis, hailing all the way from the Sunshine State there in Florida.
Yeah, they didn't get in until about 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. They still got here first thing 9 o'clock to play. So I was happy with them. You know, so the effort she's brought, considering she flew that far.
Yeah. I couldn't see any effects of jet lag on her legs the way she started yesterday. So even though she is tired, she's probably one of those that's still faster than most, even if there's only a certain percentage in the tank.
Absolutely.
We have some more substitutions. Banner. Now Lewis has it.
Good ball movement. They didn't settle. I thought, you know, yesterday they would have probably thrown up a jumper off the wing there. So it's cool to see, give them a little bit of time. Good players will eventually start sharing the ball and moving.
Yeah, we really saw that with Team 7 in our last matchup. The team with Andy Velasco, Nora Click, you know, Mackenzie Williams. You know, that team really looked like, you couldn't tell me that they were assembled just yesterday with the way they played there in that game one.
Yeah, Mackenzie Williams, she might be small, but she's a spark plug. You cannot show her the ball. She's going to make things happen. She's a good team player. And Andy, I mean, Andy had a heck of a summer. I mean, the Cal Storm don't win Nike Nationals without her evolving into a true lead guard. Yeah.
Nojic off the mark there on that one. Williams with the rebound. She'll push ahead to Lewis. Lewis loses the handle temporarily, but gets it to Williams. Nice defense, though, by Harrell.
All right, Joyce. This is the weakest part of her game. We saw that a little bit this summer. She's got the ability to get out and push the break, but we got to work on making those plays. There's just a little indecision, I think. She jumped from so far out. You didn't know, did she want to pass? Did she want to actually finish that?
Tamez will bring it across. Now over to Nojic. Nojic going to try a deep three-pointer.
Yeah, it's not the greatest shot considering you can get it anywhere, but it was late in the clock.
Yeah, I was one of those, hey, I can't take this shot with me. Go ahead and put it up. So that'll do it for game 2 here on day 2 of the Check Me Out Showcase Seattle. Stick with us. We'll have 2 more live webcasts here from Court 1. I'm Marcus Burnett. He's Chris Hansen. We appreciate you joining us here on Prospects Nation TV.